When was the last time you told a lie? Interestingly enough, I don't know the answer to that question, because there are all kinds of lies. There's the white lies, there's the bold-faced lies that if you try to cover them up, everyone just kind of laughs because it's so obvious. But I had to think about the last time that I've told a lie to myself. And it's quite often. I found I even did it today. Which ultimately goes to show we're never going to succeed at something if we're lying to ourselves. Now, of course, people will say that all the time, but in what I'm talking about is an addiction. I've been trying to quit porn for a while now, and it has been slow going, start and stop, and I have tried quite a few different methods. I recently discovered the easy peasy way of quitting porn, based off of Alan Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking. And it basically says you really need to be honest with yourself, and that we're going to be honest with yourself throughout this book. The 12-step recovery program that my church uses also says that the very first step is to admit that your life has become unmanageable and that you're basically powerless. So, all of it starts with just being honest and recognizing that we are or have been telling a lie to ourselves. Well, shoot. How can we tell if we're lying to ourselves? Well, C.S. Lewis talked about faith and why faith ultimately is just believing in something without knowledge. And he said, I don't see why that's a virtue. And how it could be a virtue to just believe a set of statements, right? There's nothing challenging about that. You believe something based off of the evidence. If the evidence seems to you good, then you believe it. And if it seems bad to you, then you don't believe it. But he says in Mere Christianity, if I was assuming that men are simply creatures of reason, that we do everything based off of our reason. But ultimately, he said we're not just creatures of reason, but we're, in addition to reason, creatures of emotion and imagination. And with those added elements, we lie to ourselves all the time. Or we break faith with something that we have good evidence for because emotion steps in. We have history, we have the convenience of something in our lives being completely convenient or inconvenient. So virtue steps in with reason, or the need to be virtuous in our faith, because there are situations that'll come up where it'll be very inconvenient for you to believe what you said you will believe or that you do believe. To be a good Christian, or what he said, to be a good Christian or a good atheist, you have to be good at faith and believing something even when it's not convenient for you. Another example of this that has really stood with me recently was I watched the HBO Max show, Chernobyl. And at the very beginning of that, he says, what is the cost of lies? It's not that we tell lies, it's that we believe them. We say them so much that we can't tell the difference between lie and fiction. So we content ourselves with stories. And in these stories, we don't care who the heroes are. We only care who the people, or who is to blame. Which means that we are turned everywhere but ourselves in order to find the answer of why we're addicted. So, I need to be honest, and really honest. And on this journey, that is what I am striving for. So thank you for joining me on this. And again, if I'm not pledging that I will be perfect in being honest with myself, but I am recognizing that I will not get through this without being honest. So that is what I'm striving for now, to be fully and completely honest. So, especially with myself, but with everyone as much as I can be, and in the appropriate ways. So, thank you.